Alright, so hello everybody and welcome. This is going to be my submission for the third assignment for Fundamentals of Game Engine Design. And this is the assignment regarding GUI creation. And we'll just let it build here for a second. So for this assignment I continued working with the same project I started in the first assignment, which is this little shooter game. And I've added a couple things. So we have this new generation controller which allows us to control the number of targets that will be generated for the next round. So if we go ahead and hit generate, it'll regenerate 8 heads throughout the new playfield. Additionally, to cover the basic requirements, I now have this target controller where you can select what target you want by its ID, and it'll tell you some information regarding the target. And if we continue down through all the IDs of available targets, you'll see that some of them are hidden, which is how that whole thing works. So by showing and hiding different targets. So if we go back to one that's not, we'll mess with this one. Let me reset the camera real quick. And you can rotate it in the relative directions pertaining to the object's normal. And you can also rotate it relative to the global axes. One minor little addendum to add here. I forgot to mention that you can move the targets in each of the relative locations. So you can do X, Y, and Z, and then you can also type in what position or coordinate you want it to sit at. Alright, so to add a little bit of extra fun to this, I went ahead and added this new Game Stats tab, which is just a bar graph of the completion times measured in milliseconds, essentially how long it takes you to finish each level. So we'll go ahead and play here. And you'll see that as we finish each group of targets, it will record a time of how long it took us to complete that level. And we'll go ahead and play 10 games here so I can demonstrate what happens when the table fills up. Alright, so now that we've played 10 games, our table's full. It's not going to add any more rounds to the table, but what it'll do is it'll shift everything down so the new one gets added to the end and this one gets removed from the table. Or did I miss one? Alright, there you go. You see that the big first round got deleted and this new one got added at the end. Another little extra thing to note is that when you change a target's orientation, then we'll go ahead and reset the camera. When this happens and we generate new targets, that target is going to get moved, but its rotation is going to remain the same because each of the rotations for the targets are stored in the class object. So yeah, that's about it. I appreciate your time and thanks for watching.